Went from condos to Pop's house. On calls, now bus routes.
We begin with breaking news in Montecito Heights, where a pursuit of a stolen van ended in tragedy. A suspect is dead after jumping out of the moving vehicle on the freeway.
The northbound 110 freeway has just reopened. The southbound lanes remain closed. Gil Avis overhead in Sky 5. Gil?
Well, Mike, and share this pursuit started in the 8 o'clock hour by LAPD Newton Division officers that tried to pull over a stolen white van south of downtown LA. The pursuit went through downtown LA, got through Chinatown, and jumped onto the 110 freeway northbound. Now, it was about Avenue 43 when that driver decided to jump out of the vehicle. Let's go to the video that we shot during the pursuit. That driver coming up to the center divider there couldn't open the door, so he decided to crawl out the window as the car was moving. Then he fell down on top of the center divider and tumbled into lanes of the southbound side of the 110 freeway, tumbled into lanes and was struck by two vehicles, struck and killed, unfortunately, here at the scene. Now, as we come back to the scene here, I can tell you that another part of the video that we shot was of a dog that was rescued from the van that the man was driving. Animal control officers were able to take that dog into custody and take him away. The van has been cleared, and the northbound side of the 110 freeway is now open, but the southbound side of the 110 freeway remains closed. And the CHP is saying a 6-hour SIG alert is in effect at this point. But the good news is northbound lanes are open at this point, and southbound will open in approximately 5 to 6 hours. That's the latest overhead up in Sky 5. I'll send it back to you in the studio.
Steep, man. Who would ever think when you're pulling over like that? And I get it, you know, he was on a high-speed chase. But who would ever think that when as soon as I open my door and get out of this car, I'm going to die immediately. I'm going to die immediately. Would ever think that? Like, did y'all see how this man jumped out of his car? I mean, out of his truck. Let me show that part again. Now, it don't show the impact or anything like that, but I just want to bring the video back to the place where he was getting out of the truck and got hit on the other side. Let me see. All right. I don't know if you could really see it, but right here is the guy jumping out of the truck. The van, I'm sorry. Jumping out of the van. And as soon as he jumped out and went to the other side, that's when he immediately got hit by the other cars that were going north, because I believe he was going south. Yeah, he was going south, so he got hit by the cars who were going north. Very tragic, man. Very tragic. My condolences go to him, his family, man. My condolences definitely go to his family. It's crazy because I take the 110 every single day. I wasn't on the 110 last night around that time. In fact, I got home around 8 yesterday. Something like that. So, because this happened yesterday. So this basically happened a couple hours after I got off the freeway. But right here where this happened, I'm on that freeway every single day. So it's a sad situation to see this. And a lot of people may sit back and say, oh, well, hey, it's his fault. Oh, well, he was, doing dirt. So whatever came with doing dirt, he deserved it. I can't look at it that way. I can't look at it that way because, I at one point in time was out here doing dirt. I was a criminal at one point in time. If you want to call it that, I was a criminal. And I hung out around nothing but criminals. You know, I was out here slanging, weed, doing, selling drugs, hustling, doing whatever I needed to do to pay my bills. Every illegal crime you can name that have to do with selling something. I would have the thieves and the people who was good with doing, rather, I don't care if it was armed robbery, home invasions, whatever. I would have them bring whatever they got to me because I knew how to sell it. Me, I was the hustler of the crew. I knew how to hustle anything. Right? But I hung out around all the criminals when I was younger, way younger, right? So I could never sit here and say they got what they deserved. I can't say that. I could never say that. What I will say is that I hope people see this and take it as a learning lesson. That anything is bound to happen. I get it. You trying to get away from the cops. You don't trust the cops or you don't want to get caught. Whatever it is, you're trying to get away. But anything can happen. Your life could be over like that. Tomorrow's not promised. You got to remember that, people. Tomorrow is not promised. God did not promise us that, hey, if you think you're going to wake up tomorrow, you're going to wake up tomorrow. No. You know what he did promise us? Is that if you turn your life over to Christ, you're going to make it into the kingdom of heaven. So that's why I say tomorrow's not promised and focus on your faith. Yeah, when I was young, I was doing dirt. My mind wasn't right. I wasn't connected to my faith at all. Thank God I made it through the years and got to the place where I turned my life over to Christ. Thank God. Thank God. Oh, thank you, Jesus. I thank God for that. Because if I would have lost my life at that time as an unbeliever, I wasn't going into the kingdom of heaven. When I got stabbed at 25, if I would have died, I'm going to be honest with you all, because people don't put it like this. People don't talk about this. People don't really say things like this. But I'm going to be honest with you all. If I would have died when I got stabbed at 25, I would have went to hell. My fate would have been an eternity in hell. Jesus. So I thank God that I got to live through that situation and get to a place where I was like, nah, you got to turn your life over to God. This ain't the way you want to live, brother. This is not the way you want to live. And I did that. So the advice that I would give to a lot of these young people out here is use this as a learning example. Use this as something to say, you know what? Tomorrow, all this dirt that I'm doing, tomorrow I could lose my life. I could go to sleep and not wake up, or I could get shot and die. Anything can happen. So why don't I get my life right and turn my life over to Christ? Use this as that. This is one of our biggest weapons. Use it to its best ability. I'm not here to call any of y'all out who are criminals. I'm not here to say what you all are doing is right or wrong. That's not my position. That's between you and God. I'm here just to say, you're alive today. This young man is not. He's gone. The man who's jumping out of that van, he's gone. His fate is sealed. His judgment is done. He don't have an opportunity to turn it around tomorrow or even today. But you do. You do. So I hope you do that. I really do, man. But again, my condolences go to this man's family. And then they mentioned there was a dog in the truck. You know, I'm a man's best friend. I love dogs, man. I got my dog Kobe at the house right now. My dog Akia, who passed away when she was 15 going on 16 years old, man. That was my girl, man, my baby girl, Akia. But I love animals. So hopefully that dog that was in the van, you know, get a new home, you know, and is well taken care of.
I had to show 'em